be out for filming in a minute. Hello everybody, welcome back to the internet's best reactions. Today, it is the Belgian Grand Prix, the absolute rain fest that we had of a... we didn't have rain. No, but did people have a look at the weather forecast leading up to the Grand Prix? 100%. Now, I'm not a maths genius, but 100% means it's definitely going to happen. And it didn't. But anyway, your reactions were top notch as always, so let's get into them. We begin the episode and it's straight in with who has won Tweet of the Week. Before the episode, Carlos Sainz out of the race, and Tweet of the Week is right here. I'm sorry to everybody else tuning in hoping to win a Fanatec prize, but it is at Richard Tictum. Carlos Sainz on the way to the grid. Fall Guys meme. Cat knows me. That's it, that's the winner. Congrats. I don't even know if you play games, but you've just won an amazing prize. We will DM you. Right, let's begin at the very beginning, as we always do, the start of the race. And I was hoping, praying, that Daniel Ricciardo, P4 on the soft tyres, you got Verstappen, Bottas, Hamilton all on the mediums, that Danny Ric is going to send it. And okay, I tweeted and I jinxed it because he didn't get a really good opportunity. But either way, the start of the race I was very excited for, but we didn't see any change for the lead, unfortunately. At Cassie Laxon, we did, however, see me seeing Daniel and Max battling it out again. That was a pretty good battle, wasn't it? Danny Ric not afraid to throw his elbows out. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. We underestimated Danny Ric's talent in that Red Bull when he was back there against Max Verstappen. And he had a sensational race. Driver of the day for me, Danny Ric. We'll get into what he got up to later on. But just want to say, unbelievable. Gasly obviously did deserve driver of the day, but Danny Ric, chef's kiss. I don't need to say that out loud, do I, if I do it. Another great start was from the man, the myth, the legend, Charles Leclerc. At _kidsgloves_. What a start from Charles Leclerc. And it was brilliant. Up 5 spots. I then tweeted and he started falling down the field again. I am absolutely okay with how Ferrari performed this weekend. It's not like literally last year Charles Leclerc had his first victory. Great for him in his career. And then now he was running last for a lot of the time. It's funny how I just mentioned chef's kiss, as this one actually includes one. At William Rowenberg, Magnussen gaining 5 positions on lap 1. Can't say I actually saw any of that, but he had a great start. And I feel like I don't really mention Haas because they're usually, well, the only time I really mention them is when they have their tyres fall off. But Magnussen gained 5 positions. I saw the tweet, looked at where he was, and he'd lost all those positions. So just Haas things. Now, the best pass of the race easily was Gasly and Perez. But my goodness me, was that close beforehand? Saw a replay after the race. Perez, what is it with him and squeezing people into that wall at Spa? Does he not have any sort of spatial awareness as a Formula 1 driver? I'm kind of going off on a rant here, but it was extremely dangerous. If you haven't seen it, go and check out the replay, because my goodness me, that was almost a just disgusting collision. At Yvodino, Gasly passing Perez, be like. Man, this is tight. It was extremely tight. Perez, get a grip. Do you not have track walks when you walk down there? You just, toodle pip, every single Grand Prix weekend, you walk around the circuit. You see how far the wall is to the right. Learn. Now, there was a huge accident where Antonio Giovinazzi ran out of talent in the middle sector and just crashed into the wall, came across the circuit, and George Russell, minding his own business, that tyre was rather dangerous. He was quite thankful on social media afterwards about having the halo, and I think we all were, because we saw the aftermath of that incident and just feared the worst. You just always do, don't you? Amazing to see that they're both fine and dandy, and that means we can do a meme about it. At Will Porter in it, the car's passing the incident right now. Well, it's not actually about the accident, it's about having to go around 2 stricken cars and just a huge plethora of debris. I think that's the right word. But either way, I thought it was going to be a red flag. Genuinely, I saw that, I was like, red flag. We're going to go again. We're going to have another Bottas bottle. What was he doing on lap 1? Literally in Hamilton's diffuser. Just let off a little bit earlier, then you don't have to let off up Radion. Not Eau Rouge. How has he not overtaken him? I know we're going back a couple of laps. I think I've got a bit more rage today. Can you feel that? I think it's because I was expecting rain, a banger of a race, didn't really get any of that. So I'm just letting it out to you guys. I'm sorry. Happiness from now on, okay? At the Hulkenberger, visual representation of Giovinazz's tyre looking for Russell. Yeah, it was close, but nothing happened and it was safe, so it's all good. We can be happy. George Russell sounded a little bit out of breath, has to be said. A little bit shooketh. Now, during the safety car, a lot of people went onto the hard tyres, which forced a very long strategy window for those hard tyres. But Sergio Perez, nah. At FIFA NR6, Perez on softs didn't pit. What's the point in that? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't really know. Obviously, it worked towards the end because he had slightly fresher tyres, but it still felt like a strategy blunder. I think Racing Point were joking on social media that they kind of messed up. But yeah, it was a very odd one. I feel like they just missed the window and then were like, well, we have to stay out now on softs. P5. Gasly was up in P4, but he was on hards, so it made sense. Now, this moment in the race, oh my God, did anyone else honestly get some sort of heart palpitations? Because Hamilton coming over the team radio saying he's losing power. Oh my God, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get a championship. We're going to get a championship. At Tom Brown 1907. Hamilton lost of power. Bono should be back to normal. I'm doing the proper KMT right now. You know? I'm kissing my... I was angry. But this is a happy part of the episode. I'm happy that Hamilton continued on. Sarcasm. Now, this was almost Tweet of the Week. But that's actually quite painful now, isn't it? When I say that, because you don't win the prize. You just win my commendation of love. At Mr. Mazikars, Kimi, while overtaking a Ferrari. It's time for the smug face. He beat both Ferraris. On track. Kimi Räikkönen, demoted from the Ferrari. I'm absolutely fine with that. I mean, Charles Leclerc won last year and he's got enough trophies and stuff. And, you know, Sebastian Vettel's four-time world champion. I don't care. How are you, Ferrari fans? Are you good? Are you still out there? Are you still watching Formula One? Let me know in the comment section below if you're still somehow hanging on to this roller coaster of a ride that is 2020. At F1_realist, continuing on the Ferrari theme, Leclerc trying around the outside of Vettel. Vettel, yep, that was close. We saw it a lot in F2 going into Les Combes just after the Kemmel Straight, and I am very surprised that wasn't another Ferrari collision, but Ferrari did probably maybe 2% hoping that happened and they could just pack up and go home and just pop off to Monza now and get ready for another embarrassing show because oh, they're so slow. Why did I have to hear things like Leclerc is shaping up for a battle with Grosjean? The sofa just ate that. Where's it gone? Continuing again on the Ferrari theme, can you tell there's a lot of Ferrari memes? I wonder why. It's not like they're out of the points or anything. At Eddie B403, Charles to his team. You've got to make a decision. Same with Vettel last time. Charles being like, plan B, plan C. And they're kind of discussing these plans, these strategies. Charles sat there on the radio waiting for an answer and they're like, we'll get back to you. We'll let you know. Charles like, I need to know now. Do I push? Do I conserve the tyres? Ferrari just don't care. It's like they've just written off 2020. It's really quite sad. Right, I need to talk about this moment. What on earth? Let me paint the picture, although you've probably seen the race. Camera down Kemmel Straight. Fan cam in the background. At what_the_snap. That fan on the TV doing a shoey on the big screen. That was pretty much my face, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, fan cam, nice. He's a Verstappen fan and he's doing a shoey. A fake shoey, which then replayed and we saw the fake shoey again. We saw Verstappen go by and then there was just a plain road and the fan cam was still going. Cut. Stop the cringe. Thank you. At Liam McQuaid 1997, why the hell was a Verstappen fan doing a shoey? Exactly, Liam. Why? I'm pretty sure Verstappen and Ricciardo were quite intense teammates and rivals. Verstappen never adopted this celebration. There were actually quite a few strange moments in the race, which is now kind of coming to me as I see all the tweets that I've liked. At GDinka_25, how it would feel to be Kimi right now. He just had water on his right foot. What was that about? That was a random team radio. Kimi will have the drink. Or was it drink? I don't know. Did he clarify? This tweet kind of sort of sums up the race as a whole in terms of the action for the lead. At R9 Acing A-Man, Hamilton has the smallest of oversteer, and I'm talking minuscule. Out the bus stop chicane, that's it. TV directors, panic. Show the replay. Get it up there. Let's start making people think Hamilton's doing something that's gonna cause excitement. None of that happened. Stop hyping things up, it doesn't need hyping. I'm okay. Happiness. This is a happy episode. I think. Ferrari are so slow. Another Ferrari meme. It's like I choose these memes, which I do, at your boy Shoobs. Ferrari engineers being forced to watch Leclerc last and Vettel fight for P11. And every Ferrari fan as well, am I right? This isn't going to change. We've got another year. Not a Ferrari fan. You have got another year and a half of this. How are you going to cope? Oh, there's another Ferrari meme. How many memes have I chosen that are Ferrari related? I'm so sorry, Ferrari, but this isn't me. These aren't tweets from me. At Shuiye Mohamed. Ferrari racing each other. It's an old GIF, but it's so good. Just wheelie bins racing each other. It's just the content I love. Because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. Oh, for God's sake, another Ferrari meme. I genuinely didn't do this on purpose, but we continue. At Alessio Di Maria. Carlos Sainz when he remembers he's moving to Ferrari next season. That replay, by the way, I really hope that was Carlos Sainz seeing the Ferraris just getting beaten left, right and centre. I hope it wasn't just taken out of context, because Carlos is definitely maybe not regretting it on the pay front. He's like, cry me a river, let me just dry my tears with loads of banknotes. But at the same time, he's going to have a very difficult year next year. Finally, a non-Ferrari meme. We're on to rain, of course we are. At Azakia World, F1 race exists. Rain. I wasn't actually that surprised at the end of the day, because I looked at the weather forecast before the race, saw that there was lots of rain just to the left of the track about an hour before the start of the race. Then I saw that the rain was just arriving as the race finishes. Of course. Even Spa. We have a curse. How do we lift it? Even Spa, which is known as the most, what is the word? Climatic, changeable climatic conditions. And we still got a dry race. At Steve Ronald 3120, every damn race, show me the driest place. I said the driest. Perfect. So true. I'm just done now. I literally will not think it's going to rain, even if it's 100% chance of rain 1 minute before the race. Even if it is bucketing it down as they're sat on the grid, I just know sun is going to come out. Right, I mentioned Daniel Ricciardo at the top of the show. We're mentioning, well, him and Renault again, at Krista_. What a race for Renault. It was very good, wasn't it? Daniel Ricciardo was on another level. Maybe 1-2 more laps, he could have been on the podium. Everybody else was just tiptoeing around. Ricciardo just pops in the fastest lap of the race at 1:47.4. Where was that pace? I am so excited to see how Renault do at Monza. My favourite post from Instagram, F1 Memes 365, when you notice Ricciardo was just one position away from the podium. We were on the verge of the tattoo. We were this close. I heard Ricciardo actually said he was quite concerned that if he does get a podium, it'll be overshadowed by Cyril Abitbol getting the tattoo, which is fair enough. I think we'll all be very excited to see what that actually would look like. Social Media Team Championship time now. Let's get into the top 3 from the Belgian Grand Prix. Who won my vote? I was about to say your vote, but you don't have a vote on this. It's just me. I choose it. Deal with it. Let's get into the top 3. In third position, we have a return for Haas F1 team. Now, F1 tweeted about the AWS new analysis of the way the drivers turn into corners and all sorts of braking point, entry time, exit time, full throttle. I probably should have just read that. And either way, Haas then replies, aka beef analysis. No more words, but 1 point. In second position, I'm not even going to hype it up because you know that they're going to feature at some point for the Internet's Best Reaction Social Media Team Championship. It was, of course, BWT Racing Point Formula 1 team. That was a mouthful. They come in second place. Now, it was after they left Perez out on the softs, and they said, and now we go live. Okay, I don't think that's the best English. And now we go live to our mentions. I don't think the fans were very happy that Perez was left out. And I love that gif a lot. 2 points. And finally, the winners of the Social Media Team Championship are Williams Racing. They score points, maximum points, and it's something very simple, but I think holds a dear place in our hearts on social media. Now, Mercedes tweeted, basically said that Vettel was lurking in undercut range. Obviously, that was a typo. It was Verstappen, and Williams tagged F1 Struggle. If you don't know of this account, very good. Basically, anytime anyone struggles in the F1 community with posts, typos, making mistakes, they get tagged, and Williams tagged them. Perfect. I didn't make the noise. Chef's kiss. Maximum points. Well done, Williams. That's 1 point for Haas F1 team, 2 points for BWT Racing Point Formula 1 team, and 3 points for Williams F1.
And now it's time for Race Rundown with your host, Matthew Gallagher.
Hey, you caught me slightly off guard there, but we're here for Race Rundown. Let's do it. The finishers of the Belgian Grand Prix were Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Ocon, Albon, Norris, Hamilton, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Ocon, Albon, Norris. Norris, stupid name. Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Ocon, Albon, Norris, Gasly, Stroll, Perez, Kvyat, Raikkonen, Vettel, Leclerc, Grosjean, Latifi, Magnussen. I think that's a win. And the non-finishers were Giovinazzi, Russell Sainz, Giovinazzi, Russell Sainz, Sainz, Russell Giovinazzi, Sainz, Russell Giovinazzi, Russell Sainz, Giovinazzi, Russell Sainz, Giovinazzi, Russell Sainz, Giovinazzi. Yeah, perfect. Right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching the internet's best reactions to the Belgian Grand Prix. I'm sorry it wasn't a banger, but you know, sometimes we just have to accept that it's a pretty mediocre race with no rain. I'm okay with it. Ferrari, I don't know what the memes are going to look like next week. Actually, I do. It's Monza. It's not going to be very good. But either way, if you want to get involved next time, use the hashtag WTF1 on social media, and we will choose the very best ones to be featured next time. And also, thank you to Fanatec once again for sponsoring this series. That's it. I'm Matt with WTF1. See you next time for Monza, where Ferrari are going to be really strong, and I'm going to be okay with it. That's fine. I'm now walking into a wall.